Hi everyone, my name's Aidan, known on the internet as AJ. Today I'd like to make this video to talk through some improvements I think the first Descendant team and Nexon need to address as someone who has 185 hours in the game, and I'm still loving it, but there are definitely things that need to be addressed. So, let's get into it. Number 1! The first point I'd like to see improved is void fragments. I enjoy the wave-based nature of them, but I can't say I fully agree with their place in the grind for amorphous materials. Having to farm low percentage chance amorphous at outposts and then having to go spend even more time farming some other place in order to be able to open said amorphous is lengthening the grind unnecessarily. Now, I wouldn't mind this if the number of materials given from these void fragments was increased to match the amount needed to activate the void reactors. I would even settle for the numbers to be increased to half of what's needed. So instead of 11 inorganic and 2 organic rewards for doing a void fragment, we change it. We change it to 18 inorganic and 5 organic. This would mean for a void reactor that requires 36 inorganic and 9 organic, you would only need to farm the void fragment 2 times to open 1 amorphous. This doesn't completely get rid of the grind step, but it does shorten the time to a much better and more acceptable level in my eyes. Number 2! Drop rates. Drop rates, drop rates, drop rates. Now, I probably sound like everyone else who is covering this game, but I have a different perspective on drop rates. The drop rate issue and their drop table, we need more accurate percentages or systems in place that abide by the percentages more closely. If I farm a special operations 5 times and there's a 25% drop rate on an item there, if I don't get lucky those first 4 times to get that 20% drop rate, on the 5th time I should be guaranteed to get it. It makes sense. 20 times 5 is 100. On the 5th time, 100% chance of getting it. Fairly common sense idea, I think. Now, I don't believe this can be fixed because of Nexon's reputation and the fact that they're artificially changing drop rates on a game for 10 years before being caught. Even if they do become more transparent and show us the drop charts and they're honest with us, I think there will always be players who know about the past. Players that know that just 6 months ago they lost a lawsuit over this issue of changing drop rates in MapleStory. There will always be this underlying feeling of when you spend hours grinding with no drops, that the company is up to their old tricks again. I hope I'm wrong, but something needs to be done to be more transparent, more forgiving, and to gain that trust that ultimately they lost by doing some dirty business tactics. Number 3, fashion. If you look at looter shooters, MMOs, Destiny, Warframe, WoW, Final Fantasy, and to the lesser extent The Division, you might think all these key community-based games, these live service games, players are retained by how much content and their power progression. That's how they keep the players, right? You're probably half right. Players stay and you keep a healthy player base in all these games because of fashion. I don't care who you are, what you do, you like your player to look shiny and cool. Us as gamers, we like to have cool outfits. We like to have cool effects. We like our characters to have cool colours. Like Destiny has like fashion shows where you show off your characters looking like a Halo character and all this. You have people watching Asmongold judge a transmog tournament for WoW. Transmog is one of the main things people grind when they play WoW and Final Fantasy. Not power. Like the top 5% probably are in it for the power grind. You like to see your numbers go up, but ultimately people want their character to be an embodiment of them. And what does everyone like? Nice clothes. Now, the first Descent has started off well, but when I look at the fashion, it reminds me of like a year 1 Destiny or year 1 Warframe. For one, we need to be able to edit the base skins of all the Descendants. The fact that we can't colour base skins just means that everyone's running around looking similar unless you've spent money on the game. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Maybe they want people to be incentivized to spend that money, but a little bit of good goes a long way. You are much more likely to get Western audiences to spend money if you give them a tiny taste of customization to begin with. We need some free colour palettes and reusable dyes, along with getting rid of single-use dyes. Single-use dyes are the worst thing in this game. Maybe not the worst thing, but single-use dyes have never and will never be liked in any game ever. Guild Wars 2 used to have single-use dyes. They got rid of it. Final Fantasy used to have single-use dyes. They got rid of it. Gamers don't like single-use dyes. So provide these simple changes, and I believe the fashion community in this game will thrive and carry the game and keep it alive for years to come. Number 4. Battle Passes. I am not sure if this is Nexon's first try at a Battle Pass. I haven't played any of their previous games. I never played MapleStory, didn't play anything else. But I hope it is their first try, because they need some improvement. It needs to improve a lot. This Battle Pass reminds me of Apex Legends when they were doing their Season 0 and like Season 1 Battle Passes. You're not paying a lot for them, but you're also not getting a lot either. XP boosts, Kaifa Shard boosts, player XP boosts, that's all well and good. As long as they don't activate as soon as you collect them. What the fuck? But overall, skins, sprays, emotes, they're all not good. Except for Congos, obviously. The Congo lines are fun. Gun skins are often much worse than the base skins. There is little to no skins for Descendants in the Battle Pass that aren't locked behind the bonus store. The bonus store should be called the bullshit store. It shouldn't exist. These items should just be in the Battle Pass, not hidden behind a separate menu that many dumbass bunny players will never know about. Yes, I'm saying if you play bunny, your brain is smooth. Get over it. I am level 81 into this Battle Pass. I forget to collect the items from it because of how insignificant everything is within it. The extra materials and stuff is fine. I don't really care. The skins need severe work. Possibly double up certain rewards of the past. For instance, recent Apex Battle Passes from... Actually, I think all Apex Battle Passes have always had a free track that runs parallel with the paid Battle Pass, meaning that specific times within the Battle Pass you get double the rewards. And these are significant rewards. These aren't just terrible skins for guns that aren't worth it. These aren't just terrible skins for your UI and things like that. We need decent Descendant skins, even if people haven't unlocked them. If you give people decent Descendant skins in your Battle Pass, that will make people want to play the game, grind to unlock the character, and use that skin. I don't particularly care for Caustic in Apex Legends, but in Season, I think 4 or 5, they released some cool skins for him. I hadn't unlocked him for 5 seasons, then they gave him a cool skin, I grinded to unlock him. That's what this Battle Pass needs. More Descendant skins. It'll help the game in the long run. Number 5. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been doing a Void Intercept battle boss and felt burnt out that you were looking at the same 2 play areas over and over again? Because God, have I. These boss battles drop some of the best external components to help make you stronger and tougher, but God, is it tough to force yourself to grind them, especially hard mode versions, because you're going to be looking at grey blocks for the next 10-minute fight. These boss designs are great. The bosses themselves look amazing. They're some of the best boss designs I've seen. But when the play space is so boring, we're forced to notice how bad the play space is in comparison. The play space looks like a low-budget Tron ripoff. It looks like they haven't paid their electricity bill in order to have the cool lights from Tron. It's like being in an arcade with no power on. The main attraction of the artwork on the cases, the race bikes, the car seats, the guns, they're all there. They all look cool. Then you look around and there's no lights on, there's no screens on. It's just black screen of nothingness. And it's just lacks soul. It doesn't look remotely interesting. These areas need some lighting. They completely need new textures on them to make them look remotely interesting. I feel like when I'm playing in them that I'm in a default Unreal Engine 5 map. We also need more than fucking 2 of them, for Christ's sake. The game makes the past 4 Call of Duties look like they've had hundreds of multiplayer maps at launch by comparison. which they haven't, but this game makes it look like they have. My last point to add on to this void intercept battles is mainly a controller gripe. The aim assist is way too strong. Why, when I'm trying to shoot a weak spot on the knee, does the aim assist lock onto the shoulders or the chest and then bounce between the two as you end up fighting the aim assist like I'm trying to reel in a fucking 300-pound tuna? I personally solved this issue by turning off aim assist, but I know that I'm a god, okay? I'm amazing at video games. That's fine. I can deal with turning off aim assist. My thumbs have years of conditioning. We're fine. But a lot of mum and dad gamers will not be able to do that, will not want to do that. So please sort out the aim assist, tone it down. It needs serious work. That's it for my suggestions on what needs to be improved in the first Descendant to improve the player experience. Again, this is not a hit piece. I love the game. I have hundreds of hours into it. I will be putting hundreds of hours more into it. These are just what I've noticed. If you have any thoughts on what I brought up in the video today, make sure you voice your opinion in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more videos in the future. For those of you who would like to watch me sink thousands of hours raging and enjoying the grind of this game, follow me on Twitch, where I stream 3 to 5 days a week. Link to that is on my channel and in the description below. My name's been Aiden, known on the internet as AJ, and I'll see you in the next one.